welcome back to Two Girls and Drinking Some Cake. I'm Sayrey.
And I'm Natalie, and today we're reviewing another margarita for you, and Tres Leches, from La Hacienda Escondida.
So, I don't know Spanish, so what does that mean, Natalie?
So, La Hacienda Escondida means the hidden property, and this place is actually really hidden in the heights because we had no idea where to look for it to begin with, and we kind of thought it was a joke. So, we found it in the heights. It is located off 26th Street, if I'm not mistaken, but we're going to put the address and the location, like exact location, out for you guys so that way you can go visit for yourself.
So, I've never heard of this place. I didn't know anything about it. But my first impression was when I walked in, it literally looked so beautiful. I went to Mexico about a year ago, and it 100% reminded me of Mexico. Like, when you walk in, there's like balconies, there's flags hanging across the ceilings, paintings were nice, like everything was painted, and it just reminded me 100% of Mexico.
Yeah, and so apparently the owner came by our table while he was pouring our margarita and told us that the lamppost that they have as their centerpiece is actually from Mexico, and it's made, or he brought it over to be more 100% authentic to the culture, but bring a little bit of it here into the States for us.
And we actually got to sit next to it.
Yeah.
Literally next to it.
Yeah, we took like 3 boomies of it, I think, each, just to post because it was so pretty. So there are a couple shots of that on our Instagram too. But yeah, we, like always, brought our cameraman with us, and this is us at La Hacienda Escondida, having margaritas and Tres Leches.
My first reaction is that it's good. It doesn't taste like a whole bunch of tequila, so that's what I like.
So my first reaction was I couldn't taste any tequila, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but this is my second one. So you actually went to Mexico, and I want to know how you feel about this compared to being in Mexico versus being here.
So, the first impression I had, it was like big. It was a good size. It was definitely worth the money. The taste of tequila was there. It wasn't overpowering though, so that's a plus. The flavoring was there, which was good. So I enjoyed it 100%. I think I did, especially the size. So, and I had 2.
I had 1.5.
I had 2. So it was good enough for 2.
Yeah, it was. I liked it too. I mean, I've taken the places that we've been to into account, and the size was very good. It was very plentiful for like one person. So you're my hero for having 2.
Yes.
But everything, like you said, the flavor was really good. The size was really good. The fact that it was a premium margarita was like really good, and just overall, I didn't feel the margarita until I did.
Well, I felt it, but it was good. It was good.
So I would go back.
I would go back.
I would recommend this place for like a date, or just like, I mean, on the weekend, I guess, to go back and have a drink, or just a regular dinner at night, I guess. I mean, I really enjoyed it.
So unfortunately, they did not have Tres Leches for us to try, but thanks to Treachourous Leches, we did get to try their Tres Leches.
Yeah, we did. They were originally in the conservatory in downtown, and apparently now they have a place in the Henderson and Kane general store. So they have a variety of Tres Leches, and when I say variety, I mean like red velvet, chocolate, original, pina colada, just to name a few, and we had a couple here today that we wanted to try. So we tried the red velvet today.
And pina colada.
And I'm not typically a red velvet person, so this is not my first go-to. But I was really surprised by it because if I ever wanted red velvet cake, I would go get that as opposed to just going to a bakery to get an actual cake. So their interpretation of the Tres Leches with red velvet was something I enjoyed. But again, not a red velvet person, and I really did enjoy it, so I would recommend that one to other people who actually really enjoyed red velvet.
See, I like red velvet. I enjoy red velvet, but I feel like when I did have this Tres Leches, it just wasn't reminding me of Tres Leches. It reminded me like 100% like red velvet, which isn't a bad thing. But if I was to want Tres Leches, I wouldn't go for the red velvet one for sure. But that's how I felt.
Yeah, so it wasn't a bad cake. It wasn't a bad Tres Leches. It's just, I guess, yeah, it felt a little bit more like a cake and not a Tres Leches to us. However, the pina colada I actually did really enjoy and felt a lot more like traditional Tres Leches with some pineapple on top instead.
I'm not a pina colada person. Wait, is that the...
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I'm not a pina colada person. So I was really iffy about that one, but when I did try it, it didn't overpower like with coconut or anything, or like have the whole pina colada flavoring. So I mean, like, that was kind of disappointment. Like, if I wanted pina colada, that wasn't the go-to. It was good though. It definitely, I would get it, but not for a pina colada taste.
I think we were both really surprised that it had less pina colada taste and more traditional taste. But I personally love coconut and I love pineapple, so together those make me happy. But yeah, it was definitely a little bit more on the traditional side to us than it was pina colada, which is surprising and also good because we ended up liking it anyway.
So that's it for this episode. We want to thank Treachourous Leches for their Tres Leches.
And La Hacienda Escondida for their margaritas. And we are going to post both locations for you guys to go out and try on your own.
So if you do have suggestions, make sure you drop it down in the comments, because at the end of this season, we're going to rate them from 1 to 10.
And we want to know how you feel about them along the way. So hopefully you guys are tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And we also have a couple other places for you to follow us and follow along with our Margarita and Tres Leches journey.
So we do have an Instagram. It's going to be at 2 girls, a drink, and some cake. And then we have a TikTok. Instead of the 2 spelled out, it's going to be the number 2.
Yeah. And again, thanks for tuning in to our 3rd episode of 2 Girls, a Drink, and Some Cake. And we hope to see you next time. Ciao.
Bye.